I have yeeted from downtown fadeaway Kobe, Reggie Miller, freaking slam dunking, oh my, what did I just do? Drops phone case, crab song, crab rave intensifies. So, if you guys didn't know, I am a huge basketball fan. Don't believe me? You can go up into my room. I have a bunch of Pacers stuff. I have vlogs going to Pacers games. As you can see here, I have some basketball shoes. Over here, I have some classic Allen Iverson basketball shoes. I collect basketball cards. I do a bunch of basketball stuff. I practice basketball, I play basketball. But one of my most cherished games, one of the most cherished games by me, basketball games, other than NBA 2K and NBA Live, is NBA Jam. The game, the myth, the legend, NBA Jam. It's the best freaking game ever. Not the best game ever, but it is one of the best games ever. And if you cut to the next segment where I'm doing a new thing where I'm talking over some gameplay, because I've realized that me just sitting here talking and screaming at a camera is not entertaining, and I'll get more views and stuff if I put something entertaining up on the screen. So, transition to that. Yay! You see, NBA Jam was a very revolutionary game at its time because it took the arcade style of basketball gameplay and put it onto a home console. As before, games like NBA Live was just a more serious basketball game. With this, it isn't as serious. It's just more of a fun game to play with your friends. And it has way more loose rules than all the others. You can, when you try to dunk, you fly like 20 feet in the air and just slam it down. You could play with NBA legends like Reggie Miller, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, Hakeem Olajuwon, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Vlade Divac, some of the best guys to play with in the 90s, and most importantly, Michael frickin' Jordan, Gary Payton. It was just awesome. Scottie Pippen. It was an amazing game to play. I own this game. I love this game. It is the best thing ever. There's just no denying its greatness in basketball video gaming history. And even if you weren't much of a basketball guy, why wouldn't you want to go out and get this game? You don't have to know anything about basketball to be good at this. I mean, you have to know, like, what players specialize in, as they will probably do the best in that area. But other than that, it's just a fun game to play. There's no out of bounds. It's just very, look at how high they can jump. Jump so high. You can shoot half quarters and they have a chance of freaking going in. What other game can you say that in? There is so many things in this game that you're just like, what? How is that possible? And sometimes defense can be really, really hard to play. But overall, that's really the only problem with this, is that the controls are a little floaty and defense is really hard to play. That's it. There's really nothing other than that to critique about this game. It's like your classic SNES games. And you can't say I'm getting nostalgic because of it, because I was not alive when this game came out. Okay? So there's no way for me to get nostalgic about it. I have a very unbiased perspective of this game. I have no nostalgia. Sure, I'm a basketball fan, and that might make me a little bit more biased to like this game, as I like basketball. But just pick up the game and play it, and you'll have fun. Undoubtedly, you will have a lot of fun. If you don't have fun, I have no idea what you're doing with your life. Like, how can you not have fun? Freaking doing 360s all over the place and freaking setting a hoop on, like, the commentary too is so cool. Shoot a three-pointer from downtown. How can you forget that? How can you forget that phrase? from downtown. Me and my friends, we are not 90s kids. We were not alive when this game came out. But whenever we shoot a 3 in a game, most likely the catchphrase you will hear us say is from downtown. It is iconic. It is so iconic. And there is nothing else for me to say about this game. That's it. How'd you guys like it? I thought it was pretty good too. Ariel, stop rubbing against that. So that is this video. I know less editing and less effects in this one, but it's probably better this way. Maybe I'll add some effects later. I know this wasn't a super long video, but basically my points, this is like the conclusion. So as you can see, my point to that was that it was revolutionary to the basketball gaming industry. Plus, it was really one of the first games to have characters, to like have players that specialize in certain things. Like, if a player in real life was good at dunking, in that game, he would have a higher chance of dunking. If somebody was not good at three-point shooting, they would have a less chance of making a three-point shot. Like, Reggie Miller has a better chance of making a three-point shot than Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan has a better chance of making a dunk than, say, Mark Price. I believe Mark Price is in that game. I might be thinking of a different game. Like, most games, it was just like an algorithm. Like, it didn't matter if in NBA Live 96, use that as an example, Reggie Miller could shoot a 3. Rick Smits could shoot a 3. They would have the same chances of making a 3 because the technology was not advanced enough. But NBA Jam made it possible. They were one of the entrepreneurs, not of basketball games, but of that, like, of chances. They utilized the NBA stats to make the players more like the players. Make Reggie Miller. I'm using Reggie Miller a lot because I'm a Pacers fan. Reggie Miller like Reggie Miller. Michael Jordan like Michael Jordan. You follow. You should. Unless you're an idiot, you should understand what I'm talking about. If you don't understand, you might have a mental disability. I'm sorry. It might be the truth. You must accept that. That is all for this time, guys. Goodbye. Frickin' whatever. Frickin' go shoot threes. Be like Steph Curry.